This is it, the conclusion of the Memorial Championship presented by Discraft, the final round, back 9. My name is AJ Risley. I'm joined by my co-commentator, Paul Ulibarri.
That's me.
Yeah.
And we have 9 more holes for you guys.
Hopefully they can finish before the sun goes down.
I think they're going to be able to.
Fingers crossed.
Eagle holding on to a 4-stroke lead over Simon. Jalle is trying to catch Simon. And Scott Withers is trying to jockey for his position as well.
Yes.
This back 9 sets up great for this final.
Just this final stretch.
Absolutely.
Into the podium. I mean, there's a lot of OB, a lot of fast greens, elevated baskets, difficult shots. There's going to be some stroke swings here and there. And here we go. Just to start off the back 9, a nice little par 4, 651 feet. You got options off the tee. There's a couple trees that you got to navigate around. You're either going to go low right, or you'll see our players go high left, possibly with the roller. The Crush Boys have been known in the past to take that high left roller line and just bomb it way the heck down here. We'll see what Jalle and Scott do, though. I think yesterday Jalle threw the big, booming Anheuser shot. And let's see what Eagles got.
Looks like he's going roller.
Oh, yeah.
And this looks pretty good.
That's pretty huge. Is it turned over a little bit too much?
Yeah, but he's going to be so close that it won't really matter.
Yeah, you're right. Way the heck down there. And not up in that line of trees on the right side either.
This looks like a better angle as far as... well, no. I was wrong. That took a huge bounce to the right. But these guys are so far. It doesn't even matter if they get pinned up into those pine trees. They have a 200-foot pitch shot into the green.
True. And there's Jalle again with that. Just all the trust in the world on that Anheuser.
Yeah, it seems like this tournament, he is super dialed in on his angle control.
Oh, yeah. And he lands it just right in the middle of the fairway. And Scott going low.
Yeah, with the low roller, you're able to
Here it comes.
Come off of that hillside and get nice distance. Kind of helps you stay away from the left side out of bounds as well.
And Jalle looks like he has almost 300 feet to the basket with a standstill. Wow. Oh, my gosh.
Valet.
Jeez. Yeah, more than valet. He freaking crashed through the front door. Oh, my goodness. Honey, I'm home.
Nice sidearm from Scott there. And
Simon, that was interesting.
Yeah, that's
Circle
fine,
1.
though. Yeah, see these guys. Whoa, looks like Eagle kind of yanked that into the hillside there.
Yeah, you don't really see him throw those 150-foot upshots too often.
Cut rollers.
Yes.
Doesn't matter when you can putt like that.
No, not really. And there we go. Simon's just fine.
He was
Couple
really
birdies. Whoa.
Yeah, he was really close to falling forward on that. That was good body control.
Oh, Scott.
Scott just pulls that one.
Just barely.
No, he pulled it by a bunch.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he just waves to the crowd. I know you guys wish you could do that, but you can't.
Jalle Brady, as they call him on Reddit.
Good follow.
Tom Brady's European cousin. All right, we got 3 players 40 under or better. That's just so good. Hole 11. Another long, narrow par 4. Again, the ground kind of slopes down from right to left, and there's OB on the left. So there's your danger, folks. Our players are just trying to bomb one as straight as they can down this fairway, end up in the middle, and really it's just going to be the main obstacle is going to be these 2 trees that we see right here on either side of the fairway. Your drives are going to land short of those, and then you're going to have to figure out how to miss those trees and put yourself inside circle 1.
Yeah, I think Jalle's going to be the only one trying to land directly in the middle of the fairway. I think the other 3 competitors are going to try to go left so that they have that sidearm route wide around everything. That hill acts as a really good catching mitt right by the basket, so you can play that stable sidearm in there. And it looks like
Eagle's got options. He's right. He's like smack dab in the middle of the fairway.
And Simon's got this turned over way too much. He hits the building over there.
Into the mechanic yard over there.
I don't know. Not helping.
No, not quite.
Helping the fact that he's down 4 right now.
Right.
And now he's going to be 150 feet off the tee.
They might still be able to save par, though. That would be pretty cool. And there we saw Jalle, just like you said. He's right in the middle, maybe a little bit left of center, but being left kind of opens up more of a hyzer shot with the backhand.
Yeah, again, going back to Simon, though, that's really surprising that he went that aggressive off the tee when, this sets up as a kind of an easier.
Uh-oh.
And that's a really great shot from where he was, really.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Most likely an FD. Kind of looked like an FD kind of flight.
And this needs to get down.
Oh.
Actually, that tree probably helped. It looked like that one was definitely going left out of bounds.
I think you're right.
And Scott didn't get enough distance
Uh-oh.
to have that sidearm out and wide.
Eagle did, though.
Yes.
And he's going not super wide, but super high, just to get that spike play like you see right there. That's the circle 1 in regulation.
There's a good shot. Just to save the par. Jalle hoping to do the same. That's it.
Yeah,
gonna
really.
Have to earn it, though.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh.
That would have been an incredible save.
Yes. Agreed. Great putt by Jalle. Not exactly. Yeah. Par putts from outside 15 feet on a course like this, never what you're dreaming of the night before the final round.
No.
Unless it's a nightmare.
Oh.
Spooky. Whew, that reminds me of a nightmare I had the other day. We were putting on Mach 1s for the Glass Blown Open. It was so windy. Like I said, a nightmare. Anyways.
An Eagle picking up 2 on...
Solo bird.
Well, not picking up. Pushing his lead forward.
Yes.
Now he's up by 6. That's a comfortable spot to be in.
Oh, for sure. Up by 6 with 7 holes to go. All he's got to do is maintain.
Yeah, but he's going into hole 12, which is the hardest hole on the course. Well, it was
definitely was. Yeah, definitely was on round 3.
351 feet. I'm guessing if I was Eagle, I would throw a sidearm way right and safe with this big lead. Just make sure that you're in bounds. You're going to take par. Because this is one of the... Yeah, and there you go. This is one of the only holes that can really bite you with a humongous number.
Oh, yeah. And the players that made the cut made a little bit of correction on this hole. It is the 3rd hardest hole for round 4, averaging 0.01, or averaging 0.1 over par.
There's a really good flex shot from Jalle. This also looks really good.
Yeah.
Needs to slow down, though. Good touch.
Great shot. Yeah, this one that's a tough shot to execute because usually there's some kind of win on this hole, and I think yesterday it was a little bit of a headwind, a little bit of a head crosswind. It's a great shot by Scott there.
And Simon holds on to it a bit too much. He's gonna have about 50 feet going into this high rise. Good height.
Yeah, gave it the height, gave it the juice. Ooh. It almost looked like Jalle's got picked up by the wind just a tiny bit. Oh, Scott.
Yeah, you don't see that very often.
And yeah, I think we've all been there.
I think he might have putted that out of bounds.
He might have. But he made the comebacker. And then you saw him look at it like that comebacker was a foot longer than the birdie putt.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Man, nobody, Eagle threw that really deep, just a super safe play, and nobody took advantage of it. And
wow.
No strokes were given up.
Ouch.
That's some smooth form from Scotty right there.
Yeah. Okay, so he stayed in bounds on the putt.
Okay.
But yeah, there we go. Eagle and Jalle just battling it out at Vista del Camino. And after a long walk, we come up to hole 13. Starting out over some water. Really, that water and beyond is on the right, is all out of bounds. There's a mandatory on the left side, that tallest, bushiest tree that you can see right there in our nice little flyover. You got to go to the right of that. And then another elevated basket with water behind. So this hole has treachery written all over it.
We saw Eagle take this route in the third round, and he cleared that pine very easily, and he does the same work.
Wow.
What a tool to have.
Just huge. Yeah, really. That's like a Phillips head and a flathead with, I don't even know, an Allen wrench thrown in there, all on one little handle.
Yeah, okay.
Very useful. That's what I'm trying to get at. It's you said it was just a great tool to have, and I'm saying it's just so useful, especially on this course where you can just go up and over everything.
Mm-hmm.
And Scott trying to match Eagle's line. Not a bad line, just a little less power. And here we go, Simon.
Taking the same route as Eagle. This one needs to get down, though.
Uh-oh.
It does.
Okay.
And he's in a position, though, where he has to run that. And he's looking directly at the water. But
Smart play by Jalle.
He has to give this 100%.
Mm-hmm.
He gave it 96%.
Yeah, just a little. Oh, man.
Get in there.
And Scott gave it 99%, and he got that fortunate margin of error.
Eagle picking up another birdie.
Wow. Solid.
Pointing
Ooh.
at the crowd.
One
He
lucky.
can feel it. He's coming down the stretch.
Yes.
He can feel that this lead, is almost unsurmountable.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think he's got more strokes over second place than there are holes left in the round at this point. And so I wonder if he's looking at the scoreboard that's behind him, or if he's checking his phone to see what the scores are, if anybody from the second or third or fourth or fifth card is making a push, or if he just knows, hey, I'm 7 down through 13 holes with no bogeys. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder if he just feels like he's playing well enough that he's just gonna walk it in from here.
Hole 14, par 4, 655 feet.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to want to play wide hyzer. You just don't want to go too far because there's that Mando tree that we just flew by.
Mm-hmm.
If you play a skip shot left, you're going to have a few options: straight route, a hyzer route, or a sidearm hyzer route. The only thing you really have to worry about is there's that wall that if you go wide sidearm hyzer, you could hit that coming in. But other than that, it's going to even keep your shots inbounds if you go down the middle. So,
and I really think that wall warning is only for Oh no. Okay. Yikes, we almost had a little deja vu from last year's lead card with that water bottle incident. Luckily, though, Jalle's shot stays in bounds, and Scott is in a great position. He's got options.
Jalle's going to have an interesting play.
Ooh, here we go.
And here's Simon.
Kaboom. Oh, that is not coming out left and going OB. And he saw a fan with their finger there. Ooh, look, kids, there it goes. A shooting star. Inbounds.
Here's Jalle. He was pinched up left. He gets through that pine, though.
Yeah.
That's a really good shot. He'll be able to save par easily. Here's Scott going with that sidearm. He just has to make sure it gets back, which he does, and he'll have another, 20-footer for birdie.
Yeah, that was some very interesting ground play. A lot of random
bounces,
hops and bounces there, yeah. And this is a little more standard.
This is for Eagle.
Wow. Just barely outside his jump put range at about 120 feet.
Jalle almost rang up the birdie.
Feeling it. Another birdie there by Eagle. As the camera crew hustles to get in position for the next hole.
Scott taps it in for birdie.
Mm-hmm.
Back on track.
And Simon taps in for birdie as well. Also back on track. And I believe second place is the battle for second place is pretty close. Here we go. Jalle going with the hyzer, just getting down nice and low, going low to high, just pushing off with his back foot to generate all that power.
Yeah, like you said, 42 under for Lizotte and
41 for, yeah, so Simon just picked up a stroke on to move into solo second place there over Jalle. And here we go, hole 15, 741 feet. There's water on the left side if your roller cuts too much or if your drive fades out and skips. I don't think we're going to see that from these guys. They know what they're doing. There are, though, mandatories on the left side that you got to get to the right of. We're probably going to see, I hope we see a couple huge rollers. Some kind of cut roller that plays along the right side and just gets up that little slope on the right and just keeps carrying down the fairway. And this is a kind of a fast, tight green, so there could be some trouble brewing there.
And this is super wide.
A little
but
wide,
it's a very
but
flippy disc,
yes.
so
And he throws pretty hard.
Needs to sit though. It's in danger of going under that fence to the right.
Right. I think
he's in bounds. I'm not sure. We'll have to see.
And huge cut roller angle from Scott. There we go. Look at it.
You were talking about this.
Oh, it just needs a turn though. Dang.
A little more angle, and that could have been extremely good.
It could have gotten to pin
four
high.
Circles. What kind of disc is that? Yeah. It came off. Just started circling. Simon just going for big turnover.
Huge turnover. Yes.
Not going for it. Did it.
Yeah. Going for it and
Got it.
achieved. Yes. Ooh, this looks like a nice cut roller angle by Jalle.
Yeah, this is just going to stall really nice on that hill. That was good speed control.
Yep, good speed control doesn't bring the fence OB into play. And now he's up a little higher of the basket, so he can get up and over some of these small trees. Beautiful. Just textbook. And Scott is a little bit farther back down the fairway. He's going to have to go low skip shot.
And that's really good from where he was
Yes.
because he had to split two trees right there with the skip and missing a bunch of other little straggly trees.
Mm-hmm.
Really impressive from Scott.
And pretty impressive from Eagle there, too. That was a tough little shot to pull off.
And Simon has just a little pitch shot into the green
Mm-hmm.
to match Jalle, who are now battling for second place. And the Eagle's just cruising right now.
Yep.
On cruise control.
That's another turkey. Couple more birdies.
Scott going to tap in for par.
Just a little too overstable on his roller off the tee. He put a really good move on it. The disc didn't quite cooperate with what he had envisioned, though. And Eagle might have gone OB on his drive.
Yeah, so we were wondering about that, and it looks like he definitely went out of bounds underneath that fence, but was able to save par.
And he's still got a pretty sizable lead over second place, especially with only 3 holes to go. Although, I think we've seen some stroke swings here on this particular hole in the past. I know I've watched some lead card action where putts have hit the cage and rolled away multiple times. And you can just tell right here, yes, the camera is not off balance or anything. That basket is on almost a 45-degree slope, and this green is fast. Elevated basket, too. What do you know?
And you can
And
see
there
the
it goes.
Yeah, the disc lands on the hill and then just rolls away. But he's actually, I'm not going to say that he's lucky he didn't roll out of bounds, but typically if you're hitting on that slope, a lot of rollaways are going to make it to that out of bounds.
Yeah. And Jalle's throwing the green disc. I mean, he knows that's got a real good chance to get parked. He just needed to put it up in the air a little bit more.
Yeah, he's definitely disappointed with his shot, though.
Yeah.
Especially with how in control he's been the whole tournament, and he knows he let that one kind of get away. And Scott needs to hit that tree. He doesn't. That's going to be out of bounds left.
Ouch.
And I think Eagle was probably worried about that rollaway situation, and so he tried to get that super flat to skip it up on the hill.
I think you're right.
Take that out of play and just leaked it a little early, but par's not bad. If he gets a par on all of these holes, he's still going to win the tournament, and I think that's probably what he's thinking.
Yes. Well, I'm sure he's going to go for birdie on the next one, the easiest hole on the course.
I'm very surprised that Simon just laid that putt up.
Same.
Knowing how aggressive he is, I'm guessing that he was behind that pine tree and maybe didn't have a look.
Or at least not the look he was hoping for. But yeah, I mean, he's made much longer, much crazier putts than that.
Yeah, maybe he also knows that he's in that battle for second place and I'm just not feeling it.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Scott with the lone bogey on that hole.
Still 4 under for the round. Not terrible. And here we go, hole 17. Another sloped green, pretty fast. There's OB deep left, which really is what comes into play the most on this hole. Very fast green, and really our players are just looking to either slide a backhand up there right under the basket, or we might see a couple chip sidearms. And there's Simon's shot, a little bit of Anheuser.
He holds on to that a little bit.
Just barely.
And that's going to be a circle's edge putt.
On the elevated basket.
Down the hill.
Downhill.
Yeah, super hard.
OB right behind. Luckily, though, he's in his range of, what did I say at the beginning of the round, 22 to 32 feet. There's that chip.
High chip shot.
Ooh. And he and Simon are trying to have a putt off.
Scott going putter, trying to match the hillside. Does well.
But man, all these guys came up short right.
There's just a really great putt from Simon there. If you miss that, that's going 80 feet down the hill.
Wow. All right. Once again, you win. I thought Eagle would be going for birdie all day on this one, no matter what. But we see a little layup. Just nice and smart, conservative play. Jalle catches the low right side.
Well, Eagles earned the right to do that. He's played so well through the whole entire tournament. And all the years that I've played this tournament, I don't think I've seen somebody run away from the field as quite like Eagle has done.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And to see him do that is really, really impressive, to where even on this hole 18, which is super dangerous, he's going to be able to coast to a nice victory here.
Oh, yeah.
I expect him to throw really, really high hyzer, and I wouldn't even be surprised if he's aiming to throw it out of bounds left, just to
have the 3P.
Yeah, make sure that he carries and he doesn't hang it out wide. That's the only danger, and the only thing that he can't do right now in this position.
Right. Yeah. And this is it, hole 18, final hole of the tournament. Oof. And I don't know about you, but yeah, when I practice this hole, it's hard not to imagine the final putts of the tournament being dropped in here, and this is quite the way to finish an event like this. Simon
gets the green flag.
Spikes it inbounds.
He gets a high five from Scott there, and he only needs to answer. He hangs this out wide, but that's honestly what you want on this hole. He catches that branch.
Oh, and it looks like he hit the land and might have stayed out of bounds. Tough call.
Scott needs to sit. This typically skips pretty hard.
Oh.
It does, yeah, just out of bounds. That's a makeable putt, though.
That's so high. Oh, my gosh. Uh-oh, 4.
No danger.
4 left.
Yeah, no danger. And that's what I figured would happen. I thought maybe the highest shot we've ever seen.
Yeah. I guess that's why they call his disc the cloud breaker. He just throws it into the clouds and it just busts them up.
And that's a good way to finish from Scott with a nice circle 3. Very thankful for all the coverage.
Nice putt by Jalle as well.
And from the great play from these 4 guys to keep us all entertained.
Solid birdie. Great showing. I'm sure he wanted to defend his title. I know I would if I was in Simon's position. But, man, Eagle McMahon. Holy moly. 49 under par through 4 rounds. Oh, look at that.
And he just gets right back on track from where he left off last year in Vegas and gets a nice win. You know, he's very close with Simon and the Crush boys, first and second again.
Yeah.
They just flip-flop this year, but what a win by Eagle. Great playing the whole entire weekend.
That's huge. Yeah. I mean, to average better than 12 under par through, for 4 rounds.
It's got to be a tournament record.
That's amazing. I can't remember exactly what Simon was at last year. It might have been right around 49 as well. But, I mean, I know for a player like me, I'm hoping for, 1 12 under par round for this tournament. Just one of them is, makes me feel pretty good about the whole weekend. But to do that for 4 consecutive rounds, or at least to average that, and Eagle fell off his pace a little bit this final day, shooting only 8 under par, but still
we see
amazing.
Ricky Wysocki and Paul Macbeth making moves there.
And Johnny
McRae with a really great final round. Thank you guys for joining us for the conclusion of the Memorial.
Yeah, the first stop on the Pro Tour for 2019. Hope you guys enjoyed this post-produced coverage. Thanks to Disc Golf Pro Tour. Thanks, Craig, and the rest of the Par Save Productions crew. And we'll see you guys in Texas at Waco.